kidnapped chairman of the Kaduna State chapter of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Apostle Emmanuel Ego Bako, and his wife Cindy have regained freedom from their captors. At about 8 p.m. on Christmas Day, gunmen invaded the Abaka prayer camp at Fadan, Kagoma near Kafansha in Jemia local government area of the state, shot indiscriminately before taking away the cleric, wife and one other person identified as Mr. Douglas to an unknown destination. A government statement by the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Mr. Samuel Arua, said Bako and his wife were freed from the kidnappers' den on Sunday. The statement was titled, Apostle Bako Wife Regain Freedom. The commissioner said the secretary of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN in Kaduna State, Reverend Tony Unwolale, also confirmed the government's development. Arua said Governor Nasser El-Rufai expressed relief and happiness over the development and offered his best wishes to the cleric and his wife. The security agencies have informed the Kaduna State government of the release of Apostle Emmanuel Ego Baku and his wife, Mrs. Cindy Baku, on Sunday afternoon by their doctors, the commissioner added. And now it's been confirmed that they are now free. They are now free. The question is that it's a good thing. We are happy for them. Congratulations to them, because before now we learned that the Boko Haram, they released videos of those people, and a lot of people were really worried about that. But the question is that how many people have been released? How many people were kidnapped? They have been kidnapped here and there. But how do we make sure that this kind of a thing will not happen again? Because some people might not be lucky. How do we prevent this thing from happening again? That is the most important thing. Because the emotional torture that these people must have gone through, only God knows. But for these things not to happen again, that is where the problem lies. Blessed be the name of the Lord for saving their lives. For this couple needs to relocate from Kaduna as soon as possible. That's what we are talking about. So that this kind of a thing will not happen to other people. Northerners are more richer than every other part of Nigeria due to kidnapping and Boko Haram bandits business. May God bless them. After the kidnappers used phone to negotiate for ransom and paid, thank God they are out alive. After the payments, some paid and get killed. Thank God for their lives. Just like I said, some people might not be lucky as these people. How do we prevent, or how do they, because they are the ones in charge? Because now, like people from the southeast now, the Biafrans now, they are providing security for themselves. Because if you say, how do we is that, you have to protect yourselves, because the way things are going, there is no success in sight that definitely things will be done in a proper way, so that this kind of a thing will not repeat itself. We know of the man that the can chairman last year December, the same thing. It was a horrible story, very, very horrible. The man could not make it. It happened that last December, and you can imagine what has been happening since that December, since this December again. It's been happening on a daily basis. So if we say, how do we prevent this? How do they prevent this from happening again? That is where the question lies. Because it is survival of the fittest. Whether you are lucky, these people might go in for it. Some people might come out alive. That is where the problem is, because the fear is still there. Because when it happened, the abduction of the Kankara boys, they said they negotiated with them. What did you negotiate with them? That they should continue to adopting and kidnapping people, or you paid ransom? Because after that negotiations, what happened? They kept on kidnapping, they kept on abducting people in that Katsina state. So what are we talking about? So what is now the essence of the negotiation you had with them? Hope the church only prayed for their release, no financial bail out attached. Thank God for their safe return. Nigerians were exposed to all manner of insecurity after paying their hard-earned money as ransom. Some Amajiri whalers still don't see they shout say Buhari All of you shall reap what you sow, inshallah. May God bless Baba Buhari for the good job. Who said Buhari is not doing the needful on security? Please be fair to him. Someone say, na go, na fire go, na thunder go fire you for day. Thunder too small. The worst president for the world. The question is that why would this thing still repeat itself? In Katsina, it's been on a daily basis, so nobody's talking about. They're not talking about that. If really the government did the right thing, I'm sure all the incident that happened after the Kankara boys wouldn't have happened. Nigeria for sure. Nigeria for sure. How do we get out of all of this mess? Where have we gone wrong in this country? Jehovah, show us mercy in Nigeria. Thank God for their lives. We cannot be asking about the ransom paid since they couldn't have regained their freedom without a cost. So those who are not going to be having money, that's what we are saying. Those who will not have money to pay, what will not happen to them? It is now a business. May God punish everyone connected to this wickedness. They will not enter next year without meeting sudden death. With this, by the end of 3 months from you will only see money in the hands of the Fulanis through kidnapping bandits. Thanks be to God who says, I will have mercy and compassion on whom I will have mercy and compassion. Thanks to Buhari and our gallant troops. Allah continues to bless them for protecting the masses. To him alone be all the glory and praise for their freedom. Okay? Thanks be to God, only wise God, for his divine intervention. All these enemies of the true and living God who are religious fundamentalists must all be broken into pieces. So federal government has no army to stop this kidnapping business in the north. Okay, Easterner is where all army is at now. Why can't this thing be stopped? These people are not Boko Haram, so why can't all this kidnapping of a thing? Because those who are still kidnapping, they are different people entirely. Because it's gradually coming up. You know, the issue of Boko Haram has been established. Bandits again has been established. If looking for another people again, they will be established again. How many groups are we going to be having? The Niger Deltas will resume hostility again by kidnapping the expatriates working on the oil field, so that same ransom money will be paid to them, because this bandit and kidnapping in the north has become a planned deal to siphon money to the north. The army will say they rescued them and no ransom was paid after they adopted kinetic and non-kinetic and quadratic approaches to engage the kidnappers. Business in the north is the most lucrative one, and these days, especially terrorism and kidnapping, land grabbing, robbery, and their brothers in the lower and upper chambers would rubber stamp their evil in all bid to suppress Biafra and Igbo people. But you have failed. You can imagine how many robberies, how many kidnapping is going on in the southeast. I can't even remember any for now, but it is now on a daily basis, and the army cannot do anything. But they will see hype up gathering now. They will see hype up gathering, doing their own message. They will swing into action. Piam, they are there. They will tell you they cannot fold their arms, but they are folding their arms now, rubbing their hands, rubbing their backs, rubbing themselves. Doing the same common things with all these bandits, pampering them. Is unfortunate. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take on this. Thank you.